Hello everyone, welcome to New Wealth Japan. I'm thrilled to have you here today. This channel is dedicated to helping travelers from around the world discover and experience the very best of Japan. From ancient temples and historic castles that have stood for centuries, to the vibrant world of anime, unique Japanese souvenirs, and incredible cuisine that will tantalize your taste buds, we cover it all. Japan is a country where tradition meets innovation, where you can enjoy a traditional tea ceremony in the morning and explore cutting-edge technology districts in the afternoon. It's this beautiful contrast that makes Japan so fascinating. We're passionate about sharing hidden gems, travel tips, and cultural insights that will make your Japanese adventure unforgettable. Whether you're planning your first trip or you're a seasoned Japan traveler, we've got something special for you. I'm truly grateful that so many people from all corners of the world share this passion for Japanese culture with us. Your enthusiasm and curiosity inspire every video we create. So sit back, relax, and let's explore Japan together. Let's get started.
Hiroshima Castle is a flatland castle located in Naka Ward, Hiroshima City, built on the delta at the mouth of the Ota River. Construction began in 1589 by Mori Terumoto, and it prospered as a stronghold in the Chugoku region. After the Battle of Sekigahara, Fukushima Masanori and then the Asano clan became castle lords, and it flourished as the residence of 12 generations of the Asano clan until the Meiji Restoration. The five-story tower, affectionately called Carp Castle, collapsed due to the atomic bombing in 1945. The current tower was reconstructed in 1958 with its exterior restored, and the interior is open to the public as a history museum. Along with the atomic bomb dome, it is visited by many people from Japan and abroad as an important cultural property that conveys Hiroshima's history to the present day.
Take a look at this. It's the iconic Hiroshima Castle, a truly beautiful structure that almost seems to float above its moat. But, just like the city it's named for, this castle's story isn't just about beauty. No, it's a history of huge transformation, of being completely destroyed and then having a very, very controversial rebirth. So that's the big question, right? What does this castle really represent? Is it a symbol of old feudal power, a monument to Japan's military ambition, or is it something else entirely? To figure that out, we've got to peel back the layers of its long and pretty complicated story. All right, so let's jump back in time to the late 16th century. This is when Hiroshima Castle wasn't just a building, it was the absolute heart of a new city, one that was born from the ambitions of a really powerful warlord. The locals gave it a nickname, Rebuiled, which translates to Carp Castle. It's a name that comes right from the land itself, an area that used to be called the Carp Seashore. Kind of poetic, right? Especially for what was, in reality, a seriously formidable fortress. And wow, this timeline really shows the castle's dramatic journey. It all started as a feudal stronghold back in 1589, saw centuries of rule by these powerful clans, and then, bam, in 1871, its whole identity got reforged as a base for the Imperial Army. And that new identity? It led directly to its complete destruction in 1945, and then finally its modern reconstruction in 1958. So, the guy who started it all, a warlord named Mori Terumoto, he chose this exact spot on the Ota River Delta for a very good reason. It was strategically perfect. This castle wasn't just his house. It was designed from the ground up to be the political and economic engine for the entire region. Okay, so for almost 300 years, this place was all about samurai rule. But then came the Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century. Japan was modernizing at a breakneck pace, and the castle was about to be given a totally new and frankly a much more modern job to do. And just like that, Hiroshima basically became what's known as a gunto, which is to say a full-blown military city. The castle, once the home of a feudal lord, was now repurposed as a major base for the new Imperial Japanese Army. And this wasn't just some small change. It completely altered the identity of both the castle and the entire city around it. And this new military role? Well, it hit its absolute peak during the First Sino-Japanese War. Get this. In a pretty stunning move, the Emperor Meiji himself moved his imperial general headquarters right inside the castle walls. For a time, that effectively made Hiroshima the wartime capital of Japan. And you know what? This wasn't some state secret. Actually, it was a huge point of pride. This military identity was actively promoted, even through tourism. Just look at these old postcards. They're a perfect example. Mixing these beautiful images of the historic castle with its modern military function to send this really powerful message of patriotic strength. So for more than 70 years, this military identity was everything for the castle. But, as it turns out, it also sealed its fate. The castle story was about to take its most violent and dramatic turn yet. It was 8:15 in the morning, August 6, 1945. The atomic bomb detonated over Hiroshima. The castle, which was serving as the headquarters for Japan's Western Army, was just obliterated. The blast, the fires, they killed thousands of soldiers who were stationed there. The Carp Castle was gone. There's an old Japanese poem that just seems to capture that feeling of total loss perfectly. Summer grasses grow, where old banners streamed, and warriors of glories dreamed. All that was left of centuries of history were foundation stones and rubble. In the aftermath, a huge debate started. What should happen to this site? And you won't believe this, but one of the wildest ideas, reported in the local paper, was to build a Statue of Liberty right there on the castle's ruins. No, I'm not kidding. It was this powerful idea, right, to replace a symbol of Japanese militarism with a famous symbol of American-style democracy. So you can imagine this kicked off a huge debate. On one side, you had people saying, let's rebuild it. Let's restore a beloved symbol of our tradition and hometown pride. But on the other side, many felt it was a reminder of a dark, feudal, and militaristic past that needed to be completely erased to build a new, peaceful future. Well, in the end, the folks who wanted to rebuild won out. In 1958, 13 years after it was destroyed, a new castle tower rose from the ashes. But here's the thing. This was a different castle. It wasn't the old wooden one. This was a modern replica, built with reinforced concrete. Okay, so the castle is back. But this new building, it came with a new story. And the big question became, what parts of its long history would this new castle choose to remember? And maybe, more importantly, what would it choose to forget? So if you go inside the new castle, it's a museum. And you'll see all this fascinating stuff from the samurai era. But what's really interesting is what you don't see much of. Its 70-year history as a major imperial military headquarters. As historian Rans Wiggenberg points out, this kind of creates a narrative that jumps directly from a romanticized feudal past to Hiroshima's modern identity as a peace city, conveniently skipping right over that uncomfortable imperialist period in between. So what this really suggests, according to this analysis, is that the reconstruction wasn't just about putting up a building. It was about reshaping its memory. It was a very conscious effort to demilitarize the castle's story, to present a safer, more sanitized version of the past for a post-war Japan. And if you go there today, along with hundreds of thousands of other people every year, you'll see the castle standing as this beautiful symbol of Hiroshima's heritage and a real testament to its recovery. It is, by all accounts, a symbol of hometown pride. And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? The story of Hiroshima Castle proves that even monuments that look so permanent, made of stone and wood, they're not static. Their meanings get rebuilt and reimagined by every new generation. So it really makes you think, what parts of a complicated past should a monument like this help us remember? The glories, the tragedies, or all the difficult truths somewhere in between?
And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed exploring this part of Japan with us. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more travelers like you who love Japan. And here's the most important part. If you haven't already, please subscribe to New Wealth Japan and hit that notification bell. By turning on notifications, you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video. We post new content regularly, featuring different destinations, food experiences, and cultural insights across Japan, so you won't want to miss out. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you have any questions about what we covered today? Is there a specific place in Japan you'd like us to feature in an upcoming video? Maybe a particular Japanese dish you're curious about, or a cultural tradition you want to learn more about? Please share your thoughts, questions, and suggestions in the comments below. We read every single comment, and your feedback helps shape our future content. Also, if you've been to Japan before, we'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your favorite memories or travel tips with our community. Let's learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our New Wealth Japan family. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video. Sayonara.